Hello, my name is Karen Teubenschlank. Welcome to my Agenite presentation on overcorrection and positive practice and restitution. I will discuss behavior reduction interventions that were originally developed by Fox and Asrian. All behaviors serve a function. Same goes for problem behavior. Person's problem behavior serves one or more functional purposes, such as tangible attention, escape, and/or sensory reinforcement, to evaluate and find the variables maintaining the problem behavior and developing an effective intervention. Functional behavior assessment should be conducted to reveal the relation of environmental events and those behaviors, using descriptive information that is gathered to create an hypothesis. After that, intervention using overcorrection, positive practice, and restitution can be implemented. Fox and Asrian developed the overcorrection as a method for decreasing disruptive and non-adaptive behaviors of adults with mental retardation in institutional settings, creating an intervention that combines both the suppressive effect of a punishment and the educative effect of a positive practice. Overcorrection is contingent on each occurrence of the problem behavior. The learner is required to engage in effortful behavior that is directly or logically related to the problem. This includes either or both of two elements: restitution and positive practice. Overcorrection that includes restitution and positive practice helps to teach what to do in addition to what not to do. The implementation of overcorrection with or without restitution and positive practice should be immediate upon the occurrence of the problem behavior or when the consequences at the environment are discovered. Involves the instructions of the overcorrection sequence to the learner. When applying the procedures, the learner should be monitored and a minimal number of response prompt, attention, and praises should be given to ensure that the learner performs the whole overcorrection sequence. For maintenance of the appropriate behavior, provide reinforcement to the learner when he or she spontaneously performs an alternative behavior during typical activities. However, overcorrection could increase the inappropriate behavior. One study by Meisel and Elfer found that when head-banging behavior attempted to be reduced by overcorrection with a series of head movements forward, back, right, and left, the behavior was increased. This is where collection of data is vital prior to choosing an intervention. When applying restitutional overcorrection contingent on the problem behavior, the learner is required to return the environment to its original state and then to engage in additional behavior that brings the environment to a condition better than it was prior to the misbehavior. Restitution helps the individual experience the effort needed to restore the damage and may cause them not to repeat the behavior because of the inconvenience of correcting or rectifying the situation. When implementing positive practice over correction, it is required from the learner to repeatedly perform a correct form of the behavior or behavior incompatible with the problem behavior for a specified duration of time or number of responses. There is an educative component when applying positive practice over correction. It is required the person to engage in a socially appropriate alternative behavior. Murray and Booker conducted two studies where they recruited adult participants with retardation to evaluate the use of positive practice over correction when reinforcing correct performance. The results showed that reinforcing alternative new behaviors helped to reduce the problem behavior more quickly, and better maintenance was shown at follow-up phase. The procedures are time-consuming that requires full attention of the practitioner to monitor the learner directly throughout the sequence. Secondly, the time that the learner spends with the person that monitors the sequence must not be reinforcing. It's not applicable when the variable controlling the problem behavior is attention. Third limitation is if the learner resisting or becoming aggressive when asked to complete the sequence, it is not feasible treatment to use for reducing the primary problem behavior. In summary, those procedures are successful in reducing problem behaviors. However, if the behavior occurs at a high rate, other interventions should be considered. Thank you for listening to my presentation and good luck on the quiz.